for tuning in for another episode of Pitch Practice.
The
The
show.
show.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. I'm Mark, the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101, helping entrepreneurs just like you grow and monetize your brand. Make some money. Do it. Make some business. Make some deals. Close some deals, Brandon, using social media. What we're using right now, Brandon.
That's absolutely 100% right. It's all about online selling, getting the bag, and building that digital empire to make money while you sleep.
Oh man, it never ceases to be a great thing when you get paid uh, automatically, or getting paid, getting a check, getting some money in the mail, getting a ding on your phone,
Uh,
getting cold
ev-
hard cash saying cha-ching, and you're like, "Whoa, where'd that come from?" Right?
yep, every month I love seeing that that email coming through from Clickfunnels saying you've been paid.
Yeah. Pretty cool thing. Pretty cool thing. I'm just gonna double check and make sure that oh yeah, all right, gotta set this. Make sure I'm in the hoodie tonight.
I see that. It's nice. Looks like a nice one. Nice and warm, right? What is it? What is
Yes,
it? 80 degrees down there in Texas right now?
yes, and check that out right there. You gotta come with the swag. Gotta
There
come
you
with
go.
the swag. This is Click Funnels gear, getting it hyped up. Oh man, no, we've had a little bit of rain here. Uh
Okay.
yeah, it hasn't been as cold as you all probably. Did you got snow?
No snow yet. We
Uh-huh.
had rain, a little bit of rain today. Very windy. Northeast Ohio got slammed with snow,
Uh-huh.
real bad. They had to shut down the highway.
Oh, really?
Not us.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of it coming from up north. And I've just yeah, I was talking to a guy up there and he was talking about having to shovel snow, and I was like, "Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that." No snow here, some rain, a little bit of cold. I'm telling you, it got down to 60, and I'm gonna tell on my sister, right?
What'd she do?
She doesn't well, okay, so coming from California, you don't typically really keep big coats. You don't have a whole use for them a whole lot unless you're going to the snow somewhere or where there's cold climates. So it got around 60 degrees and she was going for she's like, "That's too cold. I can't go outside."
You talking about the puffy jacket, the big old puffy jacket.
Yeah.
That's shorts and a hoodie weather, man. 60 degrees.
Oh, I know. And that's 60 degrees Fahrenheit for those of you watching in the United States. What's that in Celsius?
I don't know. 60 probably see 25 is standard, so standard at around 72. So that's probably what 18 degrees, somewhere around there.
18 degrees Celsius. What's up? Hey, what's up out there watching? Thanks for tuning in. If you just coming on, we're talking about me being in a hoodie because it's 60 degrees outside.
Oh man. So speaking of California, man, we got something cool coming up, don't we?
Oh man, I am excited about this trip coming up. Mm, in literally a week.
Yep.
Mhm. I think I'm pretty much set. Did you and I'm seeing other people that are going to be there too. What are your plans for after the event?
I'm gonna hang out for a couple hours, and then I got to take a red eye back Friday night because I got a family event on Saturday. My wife's uncle got reelected county commissioner, so and it's their wedding anniversary as well. So they're doing that whole swearing in and then going out to eat for their anniversary. So uh, I did what I could to finagle times and flights to so I can make the event and get out of there. But I truly wish I was staying until Sunday to kind of get get to experience LA a little bit more than the couple hours that I'm going to be there. Even though I said and told myself that I would never ever go to California for any purpose or reason at all. Never set foot in the state, but this was a decent enough reason to buy a ticket and go out to LA.
You're going to be stepping on the sacred land. I don't know. I don't know. It's as long as it does, there's no crazy earthquake while we're there. Uh,
Who knows?
yeah.
Maybe the big one will hit while we're there and put California in the ocean. Who knows?
Take us and we'll be going off with ClickFunnels, right? Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, so if y'all didn't know, Brandon and I both got VIP invitations, right?
Yep.
There's
Moving
only
up in the moving up in the world in the ClickFunnels ambassadors world, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, it was an invite only event that we're going to be invited out in Los Angeles at a they rented a nice space for us, and we're going to have it for the entire day. Starting at about 9 in the morning. I think there's going to be a full session where we're going to be able to provide the company with feedback, talk to some of the designers, and really get to connect with other like-minded funnel hackers out there. Yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
it's like a kind of a pre-funnel hacking live event. And then right after that, we're going to be about a month and a half out from well, about 2 months out from being in Vegas.
For
That's
sure.
yeah, the countdown is there. I got my flight booked over the Black Friday weekend.
I have not booked the Vegas flight yet. I need to do that. Rooms should be taken care of and booked, but I gotta
Mhm.
get the flights down. I haven't decided if I'm gonna use my points to do it or not. But I got plenty of points to at least fly out there. I don't know about flying back.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you, the flight out there wasn't as expensive as the flight coming back. It's Valentine's Day weekend.
Hmm.
And that's what I was gonna put it off. I think the price went up on the Sunday. So it went up from when I first looked at it. So I said, you know, I hate looking for flights. You know why? Because if I don't get it, it's almost guaranteed that the next time I go, it's going to be higher. Does
And
that?
yeah, of course. You want to know why? It's the AI.
That's what I know.
It's
That's
the
it.
AI. It's the cookies, man. That's tracking you, and it's tracking your
It's
usage and all that kind of good stuff. I mean, Amazon does the same thing. You know,
and they
they look
want
at
to.
something, and then it's
Uh,
going to be more expensive later.
then they're giving you the FOMO. They're giving you the psychological effect as I need to act now. I need
Hmm.
to act now, and it's a psychological trigger. And I've tried to even do it on computers that have nothing to do with me. You know, I'm like, this is not gonna be tracked back to me, but maybe they're still listening.
Oh, it's your IP address. That's what they're tracking.
Yeah, and multi devices too, even if
Hmm.
it's a different device that you're doing it on. And that's interesting because, yeah, we're going to be talking about some of that today too, right?
Hmm.
A little bit of AI in marketing today, and one of the main things we're talking about today, because we are both ambassadors for ClickFunnels. We're going to be out there in Los Angeles mingling and just absorbing a bunch of knowledge from everybody in the community. But there is AI. And in the link, I'm sorry, in the comments, you're going to find at least a link on there for AI page builder. It's an AI funnel builder that you get access to for free, right, Brandon?
Yeah, it's free. You get a 14-day free trial with it to test it out and play around with it. It's pretty cool. It's premised around uh, online webinars. So who have probably been part of one or two webinars. I know I have, and anybody that has clicked on an ad late at night for some type of weird gizmo or gadget was probably hit with a webinar that they couldn't exit, pause, speed up, or proceed forward with. And that's essentially what this is going to do. It's going to help you build out the platform, the hosting for your perfect webinar to get selling. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Brandon, Mark, why the heck do I need a webinar?
Yeah.
Uh, well, that's how you sell to people online. It's the one-to-many application that the top marketers use to sell their products. And even from the video sales letter ads that you see, I mean, those in itself are mini webinars. Heck, even the thing that we're doing right now is quote unquote a webinar.
Yep.
We do it every week. It might not
Please.
follow the perfect webinar. We might not pitch or sell anything, every time, but it is technically a webinar where we provide some information and a potential call to action to at least reach out to us for any help that you may need with your marketing. So with that, definitely recommend at least checking it out, going through the process, setting something up, and just seeing how the deal works. I mean, we're coming into
Wanna-
what 2025 in a couple weeks,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and,
Oh, yeah. It's already December.
and if you're not um, happy with what you're doing right now in your 9 to 5, you're feeling that urge to build something. Your mess can be your message. Find something that you are good at doing. Even if it's walking dogs or um, I don't know, cooking eggs. Teach somebody how to cook eggs.
Or eating the dogs, eating the pets. I was
Yeah,
I was gonna message you that joke today when you
yeah,
said that you're having slow internet.
yeah.
Or yeah, well, yeah, I mean, if you're out there, I think that, especially with the new year, and then when you think about sort of, I think most people organize their life probably in years, and they talk about it beginning of the year and what they want to accomplish that year. I would say that if your goal for the next 12 months or year and the next year is to add some more revenue, right?
Mhm,
You want to add an income stream, maybe a steady income stream that comes in month after month, and that's what we're talking about that we have with our affiliate, some of the programs that we work with, right?
mhm.
And
Yeah, affiliate marketing these days is probably, I wouldn't say it's the easiest thing because there are a lot of people that sell the same product. I mean, there's a ton of affiliates for Clickfunnels and other sales funnel builders like High Level, etc. So I mean, it's kind of a bloody pool, right? But there's still the niches that you can get down into that can help other small business owners with their online marketing. If online marketing is the thing that you want to do, but it's not so much that. If you have a product yourself that you want to sell, or a digital course that you want to bring out to the world to help somebody, again, um, learn how to tie a tie, or make a piece of toast. I don't know, something crazy, right? There is a
make
proper way to make toast, right? You can make an online course on how to make toast and sell it. Probably
make a
not for very much, but you
make
can
a
do it.
toast. Yeah, I might need that course because I burn mine all the time. I hope it includes the way to scrape the
Scrape the burn off of it. Yeah, sure. I mean, that's the advanced training that I'll be putting out next week. So how to scrape your toast right.
and what about the crust? On or off?
Oh, you can leave the crust on. That's the good part. Puts puts curls on the hairs in your chest.
Yeah, I think when a lot of people think about starting an online business or doing something like that, well, just know that having an online business is one way that you can bring in an extra source of income or have some money coming in. And how let's say you're working a 9 to 5, you could maybe work a little bit of more extra, maybe some overtime and make some money there, or you can venture out and start your own business, right? um
Mhm.
yeah, and start your own business. And with the business comes the ability to make that extra money. Or And I think when a lot of people think about starting an extra business, they just think about selling physical products. If you were to say what the majority of people thought come to their mind, would you agree with that, Brandon?
Yeah,
or,
they're thinking physical products, drop shipping, and or possibly flipping things from
or
Facebook Marketplace.
or China, or buying things cheap and reselling them.
Right, right. And so, I mean, yeah, those things are viable. The market's a little bit saturated with it. You never know when you're going to find that next viral thing, which
That
could
winning
happen.
product.
Yeah, but the smarter thing to potentially do is actually buy a business. Now, I don't know if you know Cody Sanchez. She just dropped her book today, actually, Main Street Millionaire. And buying a business actually gives you a leg up into the entrepreneurial world. And instead of risking everything on something that may not work, step into something that's already a proven concept that you can take on. Now she goes on with boring businesses, dog groomers, waste management, laundromats, storage facilities, etc. And with the boomer population getting ready to retire, there's gonna be a lot of businesses up for sale, probably very cheap, that you can step right into and take over if you have that entrepreneurial spirit to do it. It's work, right? But if you're already stepping into a proven concept, it's not going to be that much work. But changing gears here, getting back to the topic of AI and marketing. I know last week we talked about the AI chatbot deal from
Rabbit
Rabbit
groomer.
Groomers. Yeah, that demo site there, rabbitgroomers.com. If you didn't see it, definitely go back into each one of our timelines to find that live video that went over that. But what were your thoughts on that bot and then the phone call to schedule an appointment with Rabbit Groomers?
What I thought, I would say that it was seamless. It was pretty seamless. It wasn't something that felt like like it felt like it didn't feel like effort. you know, it just felt like something that would happen naturally, and it wasn't forced.
Hmm.
And so it came through pretty that's the impression that I got of it.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Like you want to leverage the technology to one free up uh, your time as an owner, and two the time for your salespeople to actually speak with qualified leads instead of people kicking the tires.
Tires.
Mhm. And so I think I put out an offer yesterday. I don't know if you follow me on TikTok, but I got 10 slots that I'm giving away free for 30 days. If anybody
Oh,
wants to try it out,
oh.
actually, I got 9 left because I got one person on a call later on tonight that's going to be implementing it free for 30 days. So I got
Oh,
9 spots left. So if you're interested,
that's why we're on a little bit earlier tonight too.
that's it. Yep. So if you're interested, just type in AI chatbot in the chat and get you set up with that free 30-day trial to implement the deal on your site. It'll be good. But how many AI ads have you seen recently?
I think I've I have seen more than, I would say, between 5 to 10, from 5 to 10. Um, I think there's a guy that I know him personally. I met him at Funnel Hacking Live, Matt Lights. Have you heard of him? He's got some really creative AI uh, ads that run on Facebook, where he has the actual, like, these robots sitting down with interviews, and it's like a conversation. He's talking to it. He's done a great split screen, even one where he was playing basketball with this AI bot. Um, I like at least his ads. I'm looks to be I think he's more than likely he's probably successful in either selling his courses or his bots.
Now, I think I do remember a while back seeing some type of videos where a guy was conversing with an AI avatar back and forth. I don't know if it's the same guy that we're probably thinking of, but I thought it was pretty neat then, and it was in its early infancies there, and you can really tell uh, the I don't know, the jankiness of it. I guess the best is the word uh, to describe it, because the animation wasn't great. It was kind of like watching Polar Express back in the day. You know, you watch it now, you look at the CGI on it and how terrible it is, or the computer animation on how terrible it is compared to what you see nowadays, right? But
Yeah,
if you looked at a AI generated video now, I'm familiar with Captions
yeah,
AI, and so they actually have the live models, and you just plug in a script, and it's 30-second script or a minute script, and they're walking and talking, and unless you're really paying attention, it's pretty seamless. But they're actually using um, a live person to kind of dub over, which is kind of neat, I think, and a great way to get a video sales letter out without having to uh, do everything and record it yourself. You just type the script in there, and it runs it.
yeah. I have to say that I am not a 100% fan of that. I'm still not sold on that. I mean, I think we can even think back to it's crazy. We can almost think back to when Chat GPT was first released, and then we saw the shift in the market too. We saw how all these I think all these language models or whatever,
Hmm.
chat GPT, and then it went to the image creator, Dali.
Tali, yep.
Yeah, and then everything got integrated into one. Where now, I think before you had to go to this one Discord to actually get these AI images, and now it's like then it remember it came into Clickfunnels, then
Hmm.
it and then it's kind of, but and I remember us seeing this one video where I think the guy had made it complete, and you could just tell you can just tell looking at the mannerisms of the AI, whether it might be the blinking or it might just be the movements aren't natural. And that's what I don't think that it's still gotten to the point where it's sustainable, because I've seen videos where people make and they don't want to be in front of the camera. They want to put it and give it to a voice to dub it. Ah, I would have a hard time really staying engaged and paying attention to those videos.
For longer ones, I can see, yes. Shorter ones, if they're a minute, 2 minutes, as kind of like a sales pitch, um, I think they're okay because I'm seeing more and more of them every day. So they must be using and working. Um, in fact, I kind of seen the same one time and time again. So the ad is still continuing to run, which means it is converting. So I wouldn't knock it. It might not be there just yet. I give another 6 months to maybe a year, and it's definitely going to be better. I mean, look how far it's come in the what two
Has it been
two
two
to
years?
3 years it's been out.
Man, when was Chat GPT released?
I think it was like end of 2020, beginning of 2021 was like when it kind of took off like
Are you
wildfire.
sure?
So
Or was it because I remember it was almost like it was this big thing to go get signed up, remember? And it was a faster platform because Facebook grew to 1 million and it took them like,
mhm.
10 years or something, but Instagram made it in a shorter period of time, but uh they broke the record. I gotta look it up. When was it? It's crazy how we're looking back at that as history, right?
Right, and it feels like it just happened.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Oh, wow. It was released and oh man, it was almost their 2-year birthday, November the 30th, 2022.
Oh, 2022. I thought it was earlier than that, but no.
Yeah,
So,
November November 30th, 2022, so it's a little over 2 years old.
and I use it so much. Like, I don't know how many chats I've created since then. I pretty much create a new chat for every project or every time I wanted to do something. So it's kind of clear and fresh and not mixed up with the conversations. But I mean, there's even money to be made within ChatGPT. If you
Mm,
know how to create GPTs, you can sell them for money.
yeah, you have to have a paid account on that, don't you?
No, you can still use a free account, but it does limit you to what model you can use, and I think how often you can use it. But a paid account does give you access to more advanced language models, the ability to actually get real time information that it'll be able to search the web, and you get access to the custom GPTs, I believe. And then
Okay,
on
but the custom GPTs, like you said, the custom GPTs are the GPTs that you can create and name.
correct, yeah, I made one. That's what I like to call Dan Kennedy. That helps me out with the copywriting. So I just uploaded a bunch of um, Dan Kennedy information and materials that I've collected over the years, the PDFs and the Word documents, things like that for the magnetic marketing, as well as the instructions, how I want him to write and things like that. So yeah, it usually puts out some pretty good um, headlines and general generic copy. Granted, you got to edit it a little bit to make it fit your brand and voice, but at least it gives you something to work with instead of just staring at a blank slate. Because that's the worst part. You're just looking at a blank screen. You don't know what to write, how to write it. You should get some ideas to go with.
Yeah, yeah. Get some idea, at least on the framework and what to write for a headline as well. Yeah. So that is AI and just how it's evolved and now, you know, we've seen the AI funnel builders and that's the link down in the comments. Did you want to demo that funnel builder or I can demo it?
No, if you got it set up. You can demo it. I'm halfway through one of the processes now. It's kind of a bit of a process to go through. You do have to watch some videos to get to the next step. But no, if you got your account up, you can go through and show it.
All right, give me a
I don't know if
second.
you want to show it from the web page itself, or do you want to show it like you actually have an account already?
Now I'm going to share this page right here. I'm going to share this page right here. Okay, yeah, this is it. All right, yeah, this is it. See this? This is it, right?
That's it.
Exactly. This here is the create your own webinar funnel now. So when you go to the link that's down in the comment, that will bring you here. So you will actually be able to build your webinar funnel using AI. Now, I think I've already gone past the getting started part, which is the overview of the strategy. I believe that's talking about what the webinar funnel is about and what it consists of. You've got a couple pages to a webinar funnel. This is the type of funnel that, I guess we talked about. If if you've got a product that you want to sell and you can use it in a webinar format. And I think when you come to the page and when you watch the videos, it's going to explain to you exactly, you know, how to structure a webinar and how you would use it for, selling physical products, whether you're, a dog groomer or you're selling a course to, you know, make toast, as Brandon says.
Yeah, and it really doesn't matter the niche. Many
Yeah.
people think that, oh, I cut grass, right? That's my business. I cut grass. Nobody buys grass cutting services off a webinar. There are plenty of lawn care webinars out there that teach lawn maintenance and other services that can be bundled into your lawn care services. Again, create that digital product about your service, and you'll make money because you can sell the course, right?
Oh, right.
'Cause
Well, and you know what? I think there's a quick uh, outline for a webinar, and I think that's called a 5-minute webinar. It's a shortened version.
Mhm.
I've used it before. I made a few ads using it. Yeah, I was selling a digital cookbook for oh man, we had this large group with like 80,000 people in it. We were making it was people that were, oh man, I can't remember. It's not, they weren't vegan, but it's that thing that they couldn't eat starch food. So it was tough for them. Uh,
Gluten.
yeah, that's it. Yep, gluten free. Yeah, made a gluten free recipe booklet and used the 5-minute webinar to demo it. I took it straight out of the page of and whatever her name is that did that, but
Did
that
did the soap.
yes, but that's just an example of how you can use the 5-minute how you can use a webinar funnel to actually sell. Because after I made that video, we put a link down there for them to purchase, and that took them we had the webinar video, and it wasn't the webinar video that we had didn't even show anyone's faces. So there was no one's face on the video. It was going through, and we talked about you know, most people think that eating gluten free is a tough. But what we did is we made it easy for you, even on the go. We had this cookbook available on laptop. You could pull it up on the mobile, and it had all these recipes from vegetables, meats, chickens, desserts, and it was a way for we had the pain point of our avatar dialed in. It was fun working with them. It was fun working with them. I'm just reminiscing. That's all.
Cool, cool. I'm glad it was a success. Like I said, they don't have to be hour-long shows or,
Yep.
2-hour long webinars. I mean, majority of the ones that we watch are usually, 90 minutes, but they can be as short as 5, maybe 10. It just depends on the sophistication of, 1, the buyer, 2, uh, how much money the thing actually cost. You
Yep.
can probably get away with a 5-minute webinar uh, on something that's anywhere from 50 to $100. 100 to 200 might take a little bit longer, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. If you're
Yeah.
talking that high ticket deal, you might have to go 90 minutes to even 2 hours to really uh, overcome all the objections
Yep.
and get the deal. And these days, people are doing what, 3 day webinars, 8 hours a day. So they're doing literally a 24-hour webinar to sell a long-term continuity program or a high ticket program. And the last one I went to, did you go to, was selling online?
That's the one that took an hour delay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's exactly the webinar that I was thinking about as you were talking.
yeah.
Because it
So
was just one day.
no, that the selling online one, well, yeah, the selling online one was um, 1 day deal to have that 997 or the 1997 deal
Yeah, the
over the
last
over, over the last secret. Um, but even with it being only an hour long, in comparison to the price. The 3-day event, the actual selling online event, which was before that, was a 3-day event that sold a $10,000 program.
Okay. Yeah.
So 8 hours a day for 3 days, so 24 hours to sell a $10,000 program. You got to
Yeah.
keep that in mind. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, yeah, the higher ticket, you need a little bit more time to convince and overcome objections. A lot more objections to $10,000 than there are to, uh, you know, $10 or $100. Those are probably quicker decisions that you make, quicker purchase decisions.
Right.
Um,
And
but then again, 10,000, maybe that decision is made just like that too. I was thinking, yeah.
the beauty of that whole deal is it was promoted as a learning event, right? As it is, and they charged tickets to get sold something more expensive later. So think about that.
Well, that's what happens at these live events. That's what happens at these live events. You pay to be sold to.
Yep. But
But
it is a good networking opportunity
and
as
you're
well.
getting value, and you're getting value out of it too. That's, so you're getting a return. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good way to pick up clients as well because everybody's there in the kind of same boat, and you can dip your pole in the water and pull out a decent sized fish and help them out along the way. So
Yeah, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. We're final stretches to getting back to funnel hacking live. Someone reached out to me asking about funnel hacking live, and it was we were together at funnel hacking live last year, and we
hmm
had this at the time. I think we were doing pitch practice with me, you, and Laura, and I was also doing this other weekly show. Remember that one
hmm
with Molly and with Lefty, your buddy
hmm
who filled in for me.
yeah, filled in for the other day. He has a new affiliate program. I gotta get back with him and see what that is all about too.
He asked me about that too, and I think he's trying to get and I was wondering, that's what I was gonna ask you if he mentioned that to you too.
Yeah, I'm curious about it. I want to see what his course is all about and check it out. And again, see if I can find a way to integrate it into my services, um, to add it as a tool in the tool belt to help other business owners out there with their branding.
Yes, yes. That's his he's running a little promotion, and I thought, I don't know, I'll have to think about it. I think he's trying to get a few clients. Look, I'm talking about him, right? He is a world-class cinematographer. Okay. He's a world-class cinematographer, and he's won multiple awards. I think he's got some plaques on this wall where he's just has been very I think his I'm sorry, his filmmaking career skyrocketed from last year at Funnel Hacking Live when he met up with one of the two Comma Club award winners. I remember her name because we were mingling there at the bar late that night. And but he happened to do this little documentary for her, and she was walking the stage, and it was about her journey on to the stage at Funnel Hacking Live as a two comma club award winner. That video went viral, and I think that helped him uh to get a lot more clients. And I think he's still riding that wave, and he's actually offering one of those packages as he goes to Funnel Hacking Live this year. I think he told me he's doing it for a better price than what he charged the other girl. um I I don't know if anyone out there is interested. You can either get in touch with one of us, right?
All right, we'll
And
get you we'll get you in touch with Lefty to get
no,
your
well,
own.
yeah. with
What's
the
that?
with the guy that we know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get you in touch with them and get your movie made.
Yeah, I thought it was, uh, I thought it was cool, just how he put together. Well, I've seen a bunch of the. You've seen the movies that he's made? He's worked on.
I've seen a couple of them. He's recently put out one. I'll probably go watch his latest one. But I've seen maybe 2 of them so far. They're done very well. Um, and what makes them good is the people that he is highlighting are very interesting people. So that does play a good role in making a good film is having a good character and being able to develop the character. So he does a good job of that.
Yeah, I think he told me that he might be taking an actual film crew with him there too. But I'll give it to him. Spending the time that I we spent together just talking when we were on that show together. Um I learned more about him because he would always talk about his family life and how he grew up and what he used to do and how he got into it. And at the time, he was doing VSLs and he had dubbed himself uh the video sales. No, he wasn't the sales ninja. He was the video ninja.
Yes, he was the video ninja at first. Yes,
Yeah, yeah, because I remember there was someone else that was the sales ninja. But
sales. Who is that? I vaguely recall those courses or at least that landing page.
yes, sales ninja. So he was video ninja, right? And he was doing these VSLs, and then he says that, well, just from learning about him, he says that he wasn't really passionate about it. He made a video sales letter for me when we were at Funnel Hacking Live, and then he also did it for a couple other people. I don't know if you remember when we had the film crew in the room when we were at Funnel Hacking Live.
No.
You weren't there. Maybe you weren't there, but we were filming a couple of VSLs, and we filmed it right there, straight on location. It's a really cool thing to do. I think when you do go to Funnel Hacking Live, you'll find a lot of people just taking videos and shooting things, and a lot of professional type of cameras, or when you got those people that have the cameramen following them around, like Brand.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Those were always the cool dudes. And I look at them thinking, how cool are you that you got people walking around with cameras with you? I always wondered who they are because I never even heard of them. Never knew who they were. And even when you try to look them up online, you don't really get an idea. I think the first time I went to FHL, I remember seeing a couple big posses of people walking around with these high end camera rigs, things like that around them. So I was like, look at these cool guys. But
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, teach their own.
And not only that, but then you're out in the front lobby of the hotel and there's like Lamborghini, Ferrari, Maserati, Lamborghini,
Hmm.
Rolls Royce. And
Yep,
then and then Myron Golden steps out of a Bentley.
it's crazy. Too much money. Way too much money than sense.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I'd spend my money on those things too. Yeah, yeah, just too much money. But yeah, cameras. If that's something that I don't know who might be interested in it, but if you out there might be interested in it, if you send me a message, I can get you connected with this the cinematographer that we know who can shoot some very good documentary videos, documenting your journey. Or you can reach out to Brandon too. Think he knows him as well. So yeah, that would be something.
We'll get you dialed in. So, kind of tying everything together, wrapping up. Something that was on the back of the mind for this year's Coca Cola. Something came to mind. I know it's kind of weird, but you know,
Coca-Cola.
every year they have their holiday ad, right?
Mm.
And it's kind of
With the polar
with the
bears.
polar bears and all that kind of stuff. Well, this year they decided to do something a little bit different.
Really?
Did you see the ad?
I have not.
This was released. When was it was released? Um, it doesn't say. November 18th. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, right before Christmas. I'll go ahead and share the deal.
All right. Ready to bring it on?
Yep.
All right.
Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, something magic in the night. Can you see it shining bright? Always Coca-Cola. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming.
Okay.
So what'd you think of that?
Okay. Wait a minute. There was a polar bear in there.
There was a polar bear in there.
And I'm going to ask, was it AI generated? And then what were polar bears doing on the moon watching television?
I don't think they were on the moon. I think they were in their cave.
They were in their
But
cave.
yeah, I think they were in a cave. Polar bears, one, don't go in caves. Two, yes, it was 100% AI generated, and a lot of people weren't happy with that fact. But that just goes to show you that even the big brands out there are leveraging artificial intelligence to create advertisements.
Okay. Okay. Uh, okay.
So
What weren't people happy about?
the fact that it was AI and it looked like it didn't look very good. It didn't look up to the standard and quality that Coke is known for.
As I was going through it, I just saw AI. I was thinking this is AI generated. And then I it kind of looked like the same type of commercial they would do. I didn't see
Right?
anything out of the ordinary that it was a feel good and they want to make use of some polar bears and you know jingly bells and nice scenery. But
Yeah, like I said, it's
I
classic
didn't
Coca-Cola ad, but
I didn't have
it
a problem with the AI.
but it was artificially intelligence generated video.
Hmm.
And so, like I said, if Coca-Cola, one of the biggest brands out there in the world, is embracing this technology, everybody really should be to a point. I mean, I don't know what kind of prompts they had to put in there to get it generated. I'm sure there was a lot of tweaking, but at least Coca-Cola was spelled correctly on it. Because how many AI images have you seen
Cola Coca.
to where the words aren't spelled right, the logo's wrong? Yeah, I think I put an image out yesterday or the day before where I put in ChatGPT based on what you know about me, generate an image of my life or what I do, whatever. And it did. It put me in an office with a whole bunch of crap on the floor around me, books and stuff that are all around me, and me sitting at my desk, which is kind of crazy.
That's interesting because it could have put you almost anywhere. It could have
Yep.
put you in an office. It could have put you in a hospital. It could have put you, yeah, it could have, yeah, wow,
Nope.
okay.
Me sitting at a desk with a window to my right, which I do have a window to my right, and a whole bunch of messy books around me that I'm reading and sifting through and all that other kind of stuff.
And just putting bookmarks in and putting them back and reading and then just putting it back and now it's just a pile of
Yep.
unread books, partially read. Oh,
Partially read books. I do have a section of partially read books. I get bored with them, but the majority of the books that I have on my bookshelf have been read or at least listened to.
yeah, I think I can say the same. Need some more books. Cool. Man, we're coming up on 50 minutes. We're finishing up early. Man, we still have another episode before we meet up in California. So when you say that you're leaving right afterwards, what's right afterwards mean? 10, 11, 12? You have to be your flight leaves at 12.
My flight leaves around midnight, so I gotta leave probably no later than 9:30, 10 o'clock to get to the
Airport, because
airport.
it's about an hour away. Yeah. I think hopefully by that time it'll be past the
The rush hour.
yeah, the crazy traffic, because it's insane there. It's insane. Especially
That's the only thing that I worry about because I get in at 6, so it's like middle rush hour there, and then I leave. So anyway, fingers crossed I survive.
yes, yes. Looking forward. If you will be there at the ClickFunnels Connect event, let us know down in the comments. Give us a shout out. We'll definitely see you there. I know that I know Tyler will be there. Is that who gave you the invite?
Yep.
Okay. After I told him.
Oh, you told him to invite me?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No.
I thought you told him no, so he gave it to me anyway. And then you're like, "Oh, Brandon's going. I gotta go now."
No, I think that you going was just, I wanted to go. I was probably on the fence, but then you go and I'm like, yes, I'll go.
Okay, so I'm the reason you're going. Good. Glad to know that. You're like, Brandon can't go get this information. I gotta be there.
I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good information, and cool. All right. Well, that is it for today. We will say adios until next time.
See you next week.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.